Welcome to Film Addict. I am your host, the Film Doctor. Not a real medical doctor, kids. We are getting this right. All the excuse me.
Some good tea right there. Hold
on. I am positive that mug is not something you need to be using right now.
What are you talking about? I always use different mugs. It's a part of my thing, you know?
Okay, so there's a standard issue one that was given to us. I'm pretty sure if you check your emails, you'll get something saying that we need to use this one.
Listen, you'll be scared of these people. I'm not scared of these.
I don't know how many times you got to go to the principal's office, but I can assure you right now, you need to. I'm pretty sure. Is it what? Yeah, it's about time they send out emails during this show when stuff is. Read it out loud. I'm sure you're reading it.
That is a nice Iowa law mug you have. But that is not a part of standard issue procedure for Film Addict. All said items have been provided.
Correct.
Please retrieve your Film Addict.
It looks like this. Yes, right here. This is what it looks like.
I gotta go get this stupid thing, man.
Well, we're filming, so I think you
luckily
need.
Luckily, I keep it over here. You happy? Y'all happy, HR? Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to lose the attitude. You do. Okay, so we jumping right back into it. I am your host, the Film Doctor, not a real doctor, not a medical doctor. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit us with all of that. Not like legitimately hit us. Not. I really need to work on this intro though, for real. Thank you for joining us, Film Doctor. And now it's your turn. This is how we just let it off. You just jump right in there. Up. Yep. Very good. Ears are very, very valuable.
And the film surgeon.
Yes. And smile. Yes. Okay.
Welcome back to the attic, ladies and gentlemen. And people of all gender, sexual orientations, races, like we don't want to call us HRs. We are all the correctness around here.
Okay? All of them. We're so happy and we're smiling here on Film Addict.
Thank you all for being back in the attic with us. Today we have a film to dissect.
We do.
I'd say it's mild. Spiral from the Book of Saw, starring Chris Rock.
And make sure you're old enough to watch this, kids. Okay. Nothing with sponsorships, but just anybody that's watching, just keep in mind we're out here doing it, being professional and doing all the right things that we need to do here with a smile on our face here. No sponsorships. At all. But let's jump right into our film review. Spiral. What is this, like Saw?
Can you say the whole title, please? It's Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Spiral. Saw 72 was the title I was going to give it. But this is a different Saw. We've gone from Saw to Jigsaw to Spiral. And I don't, Jigsaw was a one and done kind of deal. I don't know if Spiral is a one and done deal. It's definitely different to have put as the main actor in this, Chris Rock, a comedian. Honestly, as a comedian, he did the comedian thing, he did the actor thing. I think for acting wise, this was a good performance from him. Unexpected good performance.
So your expectations?
I didn't say let's give him an award or anything. Like it was good. For him as an actor, it showed that he has more than depth.
When you have to say that, doesn't that really say something?
It was. I think he did good. Now let me ask a question. In the beginning of that movie, there was another black guy in there. Was that the Black Ranger? Walter, whatever his name. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't think he was in this movie, but he did. Whoever that was did look like him.
It looked just like him. But anyway, I was going to comment on that. But while if you're able to look that up, if not, whatever. But going further, Samuel L. Jackson. It's Samuel L. Jackson. I mean, he gave me everything that I wanted. I think at the end when he was like, I'm trying not to spoil it, but when it was at a point where he's hanging around and stuff, that acting was not the best. I didn't like it. I didn't like that acting, that portrayal. But other than that, it's Samuel L. Jackson. I love Sam. I love everything that he did. He killed it. The story, it was okay. A lot of the camera angles, I mean, they had a lot where they had up close and personal shots where they blurred out the background. I wouldn't say they did that in all of the other Saws, but it's becoming kind of a consistent thing, I think, inside the more recent ones. If not, it was used a lot inside of this one. So to me, it was different for that kind of appeal or focus, no pun intended. I enjoyed it. To watch it and enjoy it from that aspect of, and I don't know if this was a continuing story that was connected to the other ones, you know, to have this other guy that's going around as a Jigsaw copycat or whatever you want to call it. The story was all right, nothing special. Music was all right, nothing special. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. To give it a grade, like I said, it's watchable. It's great, good, but not great. Then I would give it a B. Solid B. It could have been worse. It could have been stuff that really downed it to an average or a D. I think that it falls in there were things that if they would have changed it and added and made certain things, it could be up in that A range. It's definitely not the B plus range. I would hate to give it a B minus. I'm being nice, so I'm gonna give it a B.
Okay. You're Mr. Nice and I'm Mr. Reality.
When I first started, though, I used to be Mr. Mean, and you used to be like, "Oh, you need to toughen up and blah blah blah."
How the tables have turned. Yeah. So, Spiral from the Book of Saw, starring Chris Rock. For Chris Rock,
your forehead. Okay.
I will concur. For Chris Rock, I will say this was a good performance for him. Which again is kind of a backhanded compliment because it's saying as an actor, you know, our expectations are very low of him. You know,
I don't think that means it's low. It just means that we've never seen him in this kind of light. So it was good. It would have been different if he would have sucked in and be like, stick to comedy. You know what I mean?
No, it wouldn't be stick to comedy. But I'm glad this is a one-off and not a. There doesn't need to be a series of this. As far as the acting goes, the acting and the actresses, there really isn't, you know, any Oscar-worthy performances in here. I love Samuel Jackson kind of just being Samuel Jackson in this movie. Like that, I'm pretty sure they literally came in and just said, just be Samuel Jackson, and it'll work.
And he did. Yeah. He was Samuel L. Jackson. Wasn't even his father. It's just Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel Jackson as his father. I enjoyed that. As far as the story goes, they were trying to kind of pull in some of the elements of real life and kind of things that were going on. You know, with the Black Lives Matter movement and using that as a plot device in the story. As far as the story goes, I mean, have Saw stories, but comparing them to previous Saw movies, have the Saw stories really been that good since like the first or the second one? If we're being honest, no. So as the Saw story goes, is it as good as like the first or second one? No, but is it one of the worst stories ever? Absolutely not. As far as cinematography goes, there wasn't anything super amazing. The music, I felt the music fit, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is so great, adding to the horror elements and themes of this movie. You know, I hesitate to give this a B. I'm gonna say C+, and the reason is because this movie is not good. It's not bad. It's watchable. It's okay.
Well, I said the same thing. I said it's not good. It's not great, but it was good to watch.
Yeah, it's watch. It's something you can check out one. It's a popcorn flick to me. It's something you can check out, one time. Just to say, hey, I watched this movie. If you want, or if you're a fan of the Saw series, check it out. But it's just there's so much with the story that there's so many problems, and since it's filmmaker, I don't want to spoil it, but story is a problem, and nothing here is super great. Everything I felt like was just good to okay, and that's kind of why I'm landing and sticking on that C+ kind of thing for me. If I was being generous, I'd say B-, but I'm not being generous. I'm being honest. C+ for me, but it's definitely something you could watch. You could definitely turn on. As horror films go, it's just not. It's not up there. I mean, it's not the TV version of Carrie. That's for sure. It's not bad, but it's not a top. It ain't top tier. It ain't gonna be like Nope by Jordan Peele or Get Out or it's not up there in the genre for me. So okay.
let's talk a little bit about the ending, because that's kind of what made the Saw series big. Mm-hmm. How that first one ended. Then we thought the second one was going to end with a big bang, which they tried to. Was it all right? And I can't really remember 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of the Saw series. But I know that they've tried to stick with that big slobber knocker ending where it's like, oh, you didn't see this coming. And they did good on a couple of them. Not as good as the first one. The first one was beastly.
Right.
So the ending on this one, what did you think? Did it surprise you? Did it add up to the first one? Did it add up to the notable thing that they do at the end?
They went for shock value. It was not as good as 1 or 2, in my opinion. It was okay. As far as the shock value go on the end, it was okay. I felt, at the end was pretty good. If I'm rating it in the order of Saw, to me, it's the third best ending. But, that's just me. It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I wouldn't say it was great. I wasn't the greatness of number 1 either. That's just me, though.
Well, I agree that I don't think it's going to live up to number 1. It did surprise me of who the person was,
right.
Because I just didn't expect that. But I really would have to watch it again, because I never saw this person disappear. I'm like, where'd they go? Oh, now they're missing and they're assumed dead and blah blah. Like, I'm like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I would have to kind of watch it again to kind of understand how that played out.
Right.
I don't know if I just missed that part. But it was okay. It wasn't anywhere compared to the kind of ending that the first one and or some of the other ones had. Yeah. Specifically the first one. I think that if you want to get better and better, then you have to find a way to do that, to beat that first kind of film in all aspects. And that's music, that's acting, that's everything. Right. Otherwise, you're just going 10 steps forward and 100 steps backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll figure out a way to milk the Saw franchise again, and we'll get another Saw movie. It'll be called Rhombus from the Book of Saw. So stay tuned.
Last thing that I will ask you about will be the horror, the kind of Saw devices.
Cool.
I didn't like them. Not all of them.
Some of them were cool. Some of them were cool.
No, the finger thing and the tongue thing.
Those were weird, but some of the other ones.
Even the hot wax was like, really?
But that one was kind of cool. Hot wax was kind of cool.
I was hoping that, like I said, if for me, if I was directing the movie and had a series of it, I want to go bigger. So you need to be terrified when you watch it. You know what I mean? And I don't.
When they were in that who was that? I'm trying not to spoil it, but there was the cold storage thing, and basically she had to either cut her spinal cord or.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was the same one though, with the hot wax.
With the wax, yeah, that was the same one. But the other part of that with the blade was kind of cool.
Nah, whatever.
It was. It was.
You know, you have become the good guy out of the two. Or I'm sorry, you've become the bad guy and I've become the good guy. But like I said, if you guys want to check it out, check it out. It's definitely something that you're not going to be like, oh, it completely sucked. But you're not going to also say it was.
It's watchable. Amazing. I definitely say check it out. You know, get you some popcorn, watch it once. It's not a movie you're going to watch over and over again.
That's all we have for you guys today. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell. I want to thank all 200. I think we're up to 250 subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting us and subscribing and watching. And anybody else that's new out there, we're not begging, but if you want to hit us up, go ahead. We're here. We're here every single week. We're reviewing all the kinds of movies that you guys might want to see here on Filmatic. You can type in on the keyboard, let us know in the comments how you guys feel. And you see, I'm still smiling. You see that, HR? Huh? You guys have it? You got the smile and the thing and the thumbs up. We all here. We all good. All good in the hood, huh? Not the hood. That's like crazy. We good. We good. Hey, we both got our mug. We here. So hit us up, everybody. Thank you. And this has been another exciting episode of Filmatic.